Humanity Live, and I'm your host. I'm so excited to be here because, well, as you know, we've got amazing guests who are showing up on the show to talk about ways to ignite humanity. And why are we doing that? Well, now or never, each and every one of us has to take the responsibility to think about, what can I do to help humanity? What can you do? What can each and every one of us do? Because we need to be making a difference on the planet. I've got kids, you may have kids, and we have to think about the children of the future. How do we make a better place for them? How do we inspire humanity? How do we uplift and create a better consciousness for all of us so humanity is moving in a direction that is going to last for decades, centuries, all to come? We never are giving up on humanity, and the reason why is because we're coming together and doing something that brings our heart and souls to connect with one another, and that's through those powerful Ignite moments. I believe the way to ignite humanity is through our stories, our authentic storytelling, because we connect with each other on a deeper, more intrinsic level. When we tell our Ignite moments, we connect with others in such a powerful way. We want to ignite ourselves. Now, when we ignite our lives, we ignite somebody else, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to ignite humanity, and we encourage you to do that in your lives. All right, well, we're going to have some fun on the show, and just want to remind you, if you want to see what we're up to, go to ignitehumanity.life, check us out on our website, and we'll tell you all the things we're up to with our documentary, our docuseries, and our book. And you can also check out ignitehumanity.life/watch, where you can see this episode and all the episodes that we love to show. All right, well, let's get on into it. We have an amazing guest, Ibenjamin. He is an award-winning filmmaker and the host of the God Element podcast. Welcome to the show.
Wow. How do you do it? It's just amazing just to see your passion for humanity. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, I love it. Thank you for saying that. I mean, there's been, I think for many of us, we come to a point in our lives where we decide we want to do something different. We want to make an impact. We want to do something that goes beyond ourselves. And I think a lot of us get to a place where we're successful, like yourself, and we realize that we need to use our talents to benefit others. And so tell us about you, award-winning filmmaker. I'm sure that's igniting humanity in many ways.
It is. It's absolutely is. And you know, the truth of the matter is, to ignite humanity is why we're all here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we need to recognize it, right?
Yes, you know. And we're all created in God's image, right? So we're all created with a passion within us. And I believe strongly that the image that we carry is the ability to influence and impact other people to their greater self.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing that still those things away is our own desire to get food, to pay the bills, to hospital, and that's still away that passion that we have to see other people thrive. And because of that, then we begin to now hustle for money and hustle for other things, and we forget the main reason why we're here, which is to impact that is the ecosystem of humanity. What's my story? So I moved to the United States. I was born in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Love African.
I've yet to go. I know. It's on my list. I've got to go. I know.
I was born in Nigeria. I spent most of my early life in South Africa. Went to school there, studied sound engineering. But I moved to the United States about 20 years ago. Wow. So I've been living in San Francisco Bay Area. Recently moved to Redding. And when I came to the United States, I had absolutely nothing in my pocket. I have about $150. And I went from that experience to building a life. I understood what the American dream is meant. And I go for it.
Well, what was that? I mean, you could have come here and felt like you only had $150. You could have felt like you didn't have a way, you didn't have a guide, you didn't have it easy, there's a lot of things that you didn't have, and yet you decided?
Passion for greatness. You know, I always talk about these 3 stages of our lives, right? So the first stage is where we're trying to discover who we are. Who am I? What am I called to be? What can I have? What can I create? What can I become? What can I hustle for? And then you start from your parents' home and you go to school, you learn, you try to impress your parents. And you get to the second stage of your life where you grow. You grow your career, you go to life, you have babies, you start company, you start business, and you get to the top part of your life. The top part of your life.
The 3 phase. Yeah, it's the third step.
The third step is when you give it all away. When all of those things that both the mistakes and the success of your life, you become a gift to humanity. So for me, coming to the US, I just wanted to create success. I just wanted to build a life. I just want to build a business. I just want to make money. I just want to have money. And we did. We started a mortgage company in the Bay Area. We made multi-million dollars, and the market crashed, and we lost it all. And that helped me to just redefine why I'm here. What is it that I'm really here to do?
Right, because we sometimes put so much emphasis on the things and the accomplishments and the accolades, and then something has to happen. The universe has a powerful way of bringing us back to the core, back to the essence, back to what really matters to us.
You know, the thing that I believe can really unlock abundance in life is the ability to tap into our creative self. You cannot be depressed and be creative. You cannot be worried and be creative. You cannot try to hustle for life and be creative. Now, creativity is our authentic self. It's who we're called to be. It's who we're born to be. You see a little child, they just want to explore. They just want to create. But when life comes to us, we forget our authentic self. And then we now go into other things. We forget who we are. So when we go back, and this is what happened to me. When the market crashed and we lost everything, I went back into who am I called to be? Went back to San Francisco to the film school, and then I started my journey into creating film. And that creativity, when it was unlocked, it also unlocked abundance. When abundance was unlocked, I stepped into a place of flow. It's almost as if I can fail because there's a centeredness that you step into when you're operating from that space. But the biggest difference maker is when I'm getting to the dark stage of my life.
Where you're in now.
Yeah, where I am now. And the understanding that you can make all the money in the world, you can get all the accolades, but if you're not impacting others, if you're not giving, you are just nothing.
You have things. I mean, you and I have talked about this before. You have a lot of things. You could have everything. I went through this. I lived in Ireland I would say, a little bit of a silver spoon in my mouth growing up, but I didn't feel like I had everything because I didn't have the most important thing, which was a relationship, very close-knit family. I didn't have extended family. So I felt like I had a lot of things, but I didn't feel like I had the most important things. And sometimes we feel like we have everything, but we don't really have anything at all.
Yeah, I see that in you all the time. I mean, you're just constantly giving. You don't have to go to the show. It's free. Anybody can watch it for free. But you're like, no, I want to do more. I want to get this book of record and get everybody platform. You just want to do so much for humanity. And it's not from a place of lack. It's from a place of, look, I have more than enough.
Yes.
I could retire now and be good. But I wanted to impact others. So you build a platform for people to come to. That's where you really find life. And a lot of times you realize that when you have all of this money, you have all of these awards, and it's like a glass house. You could walk in there and you feel completely empty. And this happened to one of my friends, actually. So his dream was to be an NFL player.
Right.
He wanted to be so bad. And if I mention his name, most people will know him. And he got there and he had his best contract. The first thing he did was he bought a beach house.
Right.
Glass. And he walked into this house. And he stood there, and all he felt was complete emptiness. And he goes, but, it takes getting there, though.
It does. I was in India recently, and I went to the Golden Palace. It was really beautiful. They had this amazing platform that you could sit up and meditate and see the palace. But they also had a golden sort of railed fence so that people didn't fall into the lake because the palace is surrounded by water. So I was sitting there meditating. I was looking out at the palace, and I noticed that the fence was made of gold. I thought, wow, you can still be in a jail even though it's made of gold.
Wow.
Right? And so these golden bars were still made of gold, but they were still bars. They were still holding people back. Yeah. And so that same thing, that glass house, that accolade, which is a really interesting conversation because some people watching will be like, I don't have the success that you two have or other people on the show. But there's a power in impact that doesn't require success or potentially monetary success.
Oh, absolutely. The truth of the matter is the accolades of men and rejection of men, they are the same thing. Don't fall for it. So either you keep being given accolades, if it gives you, make your head get so big, or if it's rejection, what happens if accolades, the same people that are pointing hands to you and saying, hey, you're this. What if they taught against you? So the accolades of men and rejection of men, they're the same thing. You just don't fall for it. And it doesn't really matter where you are in life. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. The moment you're able to tap into the abundance that you are, or the creative power that you carry, you are successful. So I own a marketing company, and it's a lot easier for us to go after the reach, the 1 million reach. But you know what I tell people? Go. If you wanted to find the most incredible conversion, look for the individuals that have 200 followers, only 500 followers, 1,000 followers. You know the difference? They are close-knit.
Right. Their community.
Their community.
Community.
And when you find that community of people, their influence is even greater, because those other ones, they know that, oh, he's trying to sell me something. So it doesn't matter where any of our viewers are in their life, in their level of success. What am I talking about? I'm an African dude that came to the US with $150 in my pocket. It's not like I have to head or, anybody can attain success. But the best place to start is to know that I want to impact humanity. The best place to start is to know that I want to impact humanity. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing it so that all those things will come anyway.
Right.
But when you go straight into impacting others, you can accelerate your growth.
And people can do it on every level, mini, macro, all. I mean, I tell people all the time, you can help at your local kindergarten. You can be with your local softball team. You can, do something at your old folks' home. You can do something at, the SPCA and help with animals. Impact is actually micro. There's the small movements that make the ripple effect. A lot of people feel like they have to impact humanity in a big way. I realize that one little thing that can actually create this big sweep.
And it's actually the little things that count the most.
So you think,
the ability to go to the local community, to your local church, your local mosque, the local chapel, and just say that I want to contribute.
Right, and the things that are free.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and it doesn't cost you. You know what I tell people? If you want to get out of depression, if you want to get out of worry, step into gratitude and step into giving.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you get into gratitude, you're grateful that you even have breath. When you step into giving, you're able to accelerate impacting people faster than anything. Well, you know what's happening when you do that? You receive.
Right.
It just come back to you. They accelerate. They grow. Business and boom. I think that's exactly what I realized when I went into that lower point of life, and the ability to just step out and just say, you know what? How can I? Not what's wrong with me? How can I impact others?
We have 7 principles of igniting humanity. The last one, principle number 7 is 2 parts. It says give first, which is, I think, so powerful because it says give first and offer all you can is the full principle.
Wow.
But it's
wait. Can you say that one more?
Yeah. Give first and offer all you can. And I believe, because I created the 7 principles of igniting humanity, that principle number 7 that says give first and offer all you can has a lot of pieces to unpack when you really give first. Because when you offer and you give, be like, how can I help you? How can I serve? How can I support you? How can I make sure it's better for you? When you give first and then you offer all you can, like, I may not have a lot, but I'm going to offer all I can to support you. You and I both know that creates a magnitude, like a tsunami of benefits that just keep on growing.
You have no idea what that statement did to me. So
it ignited you?
That's a lot. It's an igniting moment.
Yeah.
Okay, just check this out. Before you go to market, you have to understand what your offer is. And I always say to people that your offer is not your price. It's 2 different things.
True.
So your offer is a transformation that you're providing for the people you're called to serve. So when you said give first and offer all you can, it changed the perspective, because what you're doing is you're positioning a transformation, all that you are, and you are offering it into a group of people that connects with you. So when it comes, the conversion, if you want to, it's really simple. If you want to make a lot of money, if you wanted to accelerate your growth, if you wanted to become all that you're called to be, create incredible offer, all you can.
Right.
And find a group of people that are willing to plan for it.
Yeah, and you give it first. Yeah.
Yeah, you give it first.
And so,
Who is that?
Oh, fantastic. I love it. Let me blow your mind more.
Okay. That's we, I think, gathering together.
Okay, so principle number 1 is actually instill in everyone what's possible. Talk about that a little bit, because possibilities for me, if we can actually stir the minds of people to understand that every single person should be living in the center of what's possible. Can you imagine? I want you to have what's possible. You want me to have what's possible. I want you to create what's possible. Can you imagine the influx of gain and wealth and growth that we would have as human beings on a global scale if we were all living within what is possible? So to foster what's possible.
It's incredible. So you use the word understand what's possible. So the key words there is, number 1, what is understanding? Okay. Understanding is your definition of what you want or what you realize in a given equation. When you say that, the thing that I'm thinking about is possibility is basically understanding what is possible for that, not what is possible for me.
Right. But how can I facilitate?
Exactly. So, and it comes from connection. So I wanted to give you what is possible. And what is possible is me understanding what is possible. What is it that you want?
Right.
Possible. Not what I want. It's almost the same as love, because I always tell to people that if you really wanted to love people, it's not you bringing your awesomeness and giving it to them. It's finding out what is it that they love and forgetting what you want to provide and giving it to them. So the same to the possibility. So you have a group of people that you're called to serve. You're passionate about serving them. You're passionate about connecting with them, and you want to know what is possible for them. You want to understand what is possible for them and create an offer and give it to them. It's a win-win-win situation.
Right. It's a beautiful principle because parents make things possible for their kids all the time. Right. Spouses want to make things possible for their partners. We as business owners want to make things possible for our team, our employees. And in truth, I feel like as we rise up in our awareness as a humanity and as a collective, we actually want our fellow men to achieve. We want them to succeed, because life is not a teeter-totter. You don't have to be to gain, right? There's this more now than ever, there's this huge equation of the fact that if we all rise, what does that say? When the water rises, all the boats lift? It's a cool saying. Imagine all the boats are in the channel, and when the water rises, all the boats rise instead of just one boat making it through the...
Which isn't...
I'm kind of butchering it a little bit, but it's my vision of it, that we all rise.
No, it's incredible. So the people that influence the world, if you look at the people that influence the world, what it is it's a really simple code. Find a solution. Look for a problem. What is the problem? Look, you can go right now into your community and say, what is the problem?
Correct.
Find a solution. If you don't understand the solution, connect with others that do. Come up with a crush it solution that you put time and energy into and offer it like crazy. And that's what you're saying. So now you're not doing it for you. You provided a solution for all the boats, for all the ship to rise. And then you educate the market, you dominate the market, and you become a superhero and have no money for it. So, but when we go from a place of, I want this,
right?
I want to rule over, I want to see, and you forget that really you call to impact.
Do you think there's a lot of people sitting at home, and I feel this way, every single person I know, if you ask them, they have something that is an angst for them that they actually have a solution to. And they feel like it's true. Everybody, if you just sit down, you could talk to her with her, I don't like it when this happens, or I was thinking about this. But the truth is, if you just dig a little bit deeper, most people have a really good idea.
I know as well.
And so I want to dip into that because I feel like everybody has a solution. And I know that you love solutions, you love innovation, you love bringing people, you love bringing things to market. How could you influence somebody who's sitting at home thinking, I'm always complaining about this and I have a solution. What's my next steps?
My life message. Okay, which is incredible. So I believe strongly that every experience of our life is designed for the next phase of our assignment. No exception.
Say it again.
Every experience of our life is designed for the next phase of your assignment. And there's no exception. The good, the bad, the ugly, the success, the failure of our life is actually designed for your life to become a curriculum that will position you as an authority in that field. You know why? We only have authority over two things: the things we love and the things we overcame. So if you come from a place of abuse, you come from a place of divorce, you come from a place of failure, you understand how to take those elements of your life instead of it becoming a bragging right and a water cooler conversation, and you build it, it becomes passionate because you already have authority over it, because it happened to you. It's your story. It's the beauty. It's my action.
It's my I'm just sitting here. You're describing an ignite moment where people have something that happens to them, and instead of becoming the victim, they become the victor.
Yes. The mess of the life, they turn into message. And then you become an authority in that. You take those same experience and you offer it to others. Because just think about this. 7.5 billion people on the planet. It's absolutely impossible for one person to influence it all. I don't care who you are. You cannot have influence over 7.5 billion. You know what that means? Every single one of us can influence 1,000. We can influence 100,000. We can influence millions. We can impact so much. But all that it takes is you going back into what I call your life assets. And when your life assets, you take it down and you find other people that will hear that story and they will find breakthrough.
Absolutely, because when you hear someone else's story, something really magical happens. The heart opens up, the soul awakens, the compassion, the empathy, all these things are really unfolding that we can't actually stop. It's like a chemical reaction in our body. We can't stop ourselves.
That's humanity.
Yeah.
Because we are one big giant ecosystem. We're all connected. So when you are telling me a story, my mind is blown. I'm just like, oh my gosh, yeah, that happened to me. One relates, we connect, and then you give me the solution. It's, what did you do? How do you solve that problem? And then I want to learn from it, I want to grow from it, and I pass it on to others. And then it just becomes this viral ripple effect. It goes from Africa to India to China and come back to Europe. It's incredible when we take the experience of our life and you turn it to a way to impact humanity.
Yeah. I always say that when you take your ignite moment and you share the blessings and the lessons from it, you give people those golden nuggets.
Where's my notes?
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like that candle that lights another candle, lights another candle, lights innovation. We're really igniting the world, aren't we?
We are. That's who we're called to be.
With one person at a time.
One person.
There's a lot of people watching this show that think, I can't do it. It's not possible for me. Whatever hardship has overcome them, whatever they've been beat down with in their story, they feel like it's not possible for them. Can you tell the audience members that they can do it? It's possible.
Listen, you can do it. But in all seriously, you know, the things that stop us from becoming all that we're called to be. Okay, we did a research because from marketing, we have to understand what's stopping people from thriving. And it boils down to 4 things. Okay, the first thing is fear. It's either you're afraid of the unknown, you're afraid of failure, you're afraid of success, you're afraid of being called an imposter, you don't know, you just have that fear. The second is you have no knowledge, you don't know what it takes for you to do it. And number 3 is you have no community that is standing for you. You don't have humanity around, other humans that support you, that guide you, that are like-minded. And the 4th is you don't have a mentor that can help you. And here's the best, and we've done this over and over and over again. If you find a community to plug into, if you overcome fear, if you find a curriculum or a guide, and you find a mentor, you can do it. So if I'm telling you, oh, you can do that, just inspiring, you know, being another inspirational speaker, they don't last. But when you look for these 4 items and you become absolutely intentional, he said, I'm going to spend the next 4 weeks to find a community, to find a mentor that I can trust. I'm going to partner with it. You can do it.
Thank you so much. I love those 4 things. I'm remembering them right now because they actually are going to make a big impact in my life. And when you impact me and I can go impact someone else, that is going to impact humanity. Thank you so much. All right, folks. Well, as you know, this is an amazing show because I love those 4 things. Go out and overcome your fears. Decide that you can achieve what it is you desire. And then look for a community that can support you. Of course, you could be a part of the Ignite community. You can go to our Facebook page and be part of what we're up to. And of course, you can see what iBenjamin is doing also, and by looking at the description on our page, and we'll share a little bit more about how to connect with him. Also, you want to gain knowledge and know what it is possible for you. And as we said, give first and give often. Those kinds of things create a new awareness in your life that can create something more for those people around you. And then you want to get a mentor. So surround yourself with people who are going to support you, people who you see are igniting humanity, people that you witness doing something great, because as you saddle up beside them, see what they're doing, and check out their mentorship programs, you too could become a mentor in everyone's life. Just the little things you do make a big impact on humanity. Well, we love having you on the show. And if you've got an Ignite moment you want to share, reach out to us at ignitehumanity.life/share. Tell us your story. Just fill out our type form and tell us what you're up to and what you're doing to ignite humanity. And we could have you on the show. And even if you have a friend or a family member that you know is doing something to ignite humanity, let us know and we'll reach out to them. Of course, if you want to watch this show again or any of the shows that we are doing, please go to ignitehumanity.life/watch. And all of our episodes are available to you because we want to give you the tools and the tips that you need to ignite humanity in your life. And last but not least, if you want to support children in need, we are building schools around the globe. So go to ignitehumanity.life/donate and you could be a part of our school build. Just $1 buys a brick, and any donation goes towards building bricks in our schools to ignite the lives of others. Well, we love having you on the show. It's so great to be here. Just remember our 2 principles we talked about today. You can go out and give first and give all you can. And of course, you can evoke and forge through possibilities in your life. And that is going to make humanity a great place to be. Big hugs and kisses to you guys. See you tomorrow.
Now, more than ever, we need to come together to connect with one another. We need to feel the truth in who we are and let go of everything that's happened in the past. We need to empower every person on the planet and awaken hearts, enliven souls, come together, laugh, play, rejoice, connect, create, and love. It's time to ignite humanity. We want you to be a part of something that will impact the future for everyone. We want you to tell your story, share your Ignite moment, show people who you truly are. Be a part of igniting humanity and making a difference in the world and all of our futures.